I can be your father figure. Put your tiny hands on me.
Fathers. Gent was based off of your father.
My pap.
Your pap.
My pap.
You're so perfect you don't have a photograph. But I'll paint you one.
My dad was a bit of a scoundrel.
When my greatest inspiration, Hieronymus Bosch, painted hell, he forgot to add young girls named Ig.
My dad was
Han Solo.
It's a romantic version of my dad, but he was very loving in certain ways and also totally irresponsible in other ways. And I always wondered how he maintained good relationships with everyone in his life. People wanted to be around him. People loved him despite him being very irresponsible. And I love the idea of playing a character like that because it's something that I've, always wondered since I was young, because when you're young, you're taught, well, if you're good and you act a certain way, people will love you and you will have a rewarding life and good relationships. And then when you see someone who goes against that paradigm, you think, well, that's interesting. That's not what I was told. So, living with that for a long time, I felt like I wanted to play a character who had similar aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, playing Gent and also the terrible things that he does. He lies to Iggy, he manipulates her.
So basically Gent tried to kill me.
And he just generally doesn't like anybody.
I don't like anybody.
But he lets people like him. And he's charismatic in a way that people, I think, can't help but like him. At least I hope. At least I hope there's some of that in there. Iggy, she's a girl who grew up without a dad.
He's a sperm donor. I'm a turkey baster baby.
Her father was a sperm donor. And I know you relate to that.
Yeah.
I know you relate to that.
Because I'm a sperm donor. No, but my mom was artificially inseminated at a time where records weren't kept. It wasn't frozen. She sat on the steps and watched people enter the hospital and leave the hospital and wondered if that was the guy that was going to be the father of child.
Right.
And there were no records kept, so I can't like look up whoever that was. And it's never really bothered me. I had a father figure, my mom's best friend, who was gay, and he kind of raised me as a son, and so I never had a want for a father.
So you had a gent.
So yeah, I had a gent. Yeah, the fact that she wants to meet her dad and that she's going to is something that I've never really felt, but I have felt the need to talk to my to the man who was my father a lot since he's died, and so that was kind of the other side of that coin. Yeah. Where she's dead and she wants to talk to her living father. So
right.
So yeah, I think and hopefully those connections to those characters come across because we worked hard on it and we bared a lot of our soul.
Yeah, it's wrapped in a bizarre, absurd, and silly package. But hopefully we never stray too far from that core, and hopefully we touch base with that core enough in the show that that through line is strong.